My name is Aaron Collins, and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. Recently, I just saw a video that took place a few days ago about an incident in Cancun, Mexico. And for those, if you're wondering if I'm talking about the resort, the tourist resort, vacation spot Cancun, that will be it. The incident in question that I'm speaking of involved the Russian white supremacist who was taking up residence there. And while he was there, on this particular day, he was disrespecting some of the residents of Mexico, or maybe of Cancun, by calling them monkeys and threatening to kill them. He even threw up a middle finger toward a 3-year-old girl and called her a monkey and said she would be hanging from a tree. Now, think about how inappropriate this behavior is for someone to be that emboldened as to threaten a child. But that's not even the entirety of the incident. The fact that he made a physical move from Russia and disrespected the people of the country he was living in says a lot. However, the residents of this city, they decided to take matters in their own hand. Instead of waiting on the government or waiting on the authorities to do something, they went in and they taught this guy a lesson. They beat him to a bloody pulp. Now, basically what happened is they decided to unify and let them know that we're not going to have it. You're not going to come into our country and disrespect us. Now, this is a lesson that we as a black community here in the United States should learn. How is it that a white supremacist can be so emboldened as to come into our community with a Confederate flag and unfold it, and no one does anything about it? How is it that these white supremacists can come in and just disrespect and physically assault our women and children? Let this be a lesson to us black people that together we're divided, divided we fall, together we're united. We can let this be a lesson, because I guarantee you that Russian did not do that ever again. Now, whether understand that this guy was he was wanted, he has done stuff like this before, even back in Russia, as well as in Mexico. But let this be a lesson to us that we don't have to settle for disrespect in our own communities. This is where we have to strategize. Stop behaving out of emotion. For us to stop behaving out of emotion and to start acting out of strategy. Strategize around our communities. Form a protective perimeter around our communities, because we have to live in the black community. We live in a day and age where we have an administration in the White House that stands very staunchly against us. Now, let this be a lesson, folks. We could learn from the Mexicans that they don't have to take white supremacist terrorism, and neither do we. It's not that only that this guy not only disrespected their community, he disrespected their entire country, and he paid the price for it. So how much more can we do, being citizens of the United States, in a country that's supposed to be free? We're supposed to be free constitutionally. Do we have to even let this happen to us? No, we don't. Black people, we need to wake up. Stop being so passive. Stop being so docile. We must remember that we come from a generation of people that were kings, queens, and warriors. The one thing that we do too much that actually gets on my nerves is that we go in on each other over stupid things that are not even important. But once again, white supremacists get a pass when they come in our community. And I said this before. Stop being passive and docile. Start being the protectors of our communities that we need to be, black men. Stop letting people run over us. Start being protectors of our women and children, of our homes. Because I guarantee that Russian won't do that ever again. Now, whether he's still a resident of Mexico is beyond me. But one thing's for sure, one thing's definitely for certain, that those Mexicans, they acted. Now, it's been thought, from what I understand, that they actually did tell the authorities in their country, of their city, of Cancun, and the city looked into it. They didn't take action fast enough. So the residents decided, okay, we're going to take action in our hand. This is the way it needs to be. Matter of fact, one of the things it says in the Constitution that as a citizen of the United States, you have a right to form protective resistance groups, have a right to form militias that will defend whatever territory they live in. Is that a part of the Constitution that we keep forgetting? And yes, black people, that includes us as well. We don't have to settle for the white supremacist terrorism that's been plaguing our communities. Because I guarantee you, ever since Trump has been in office, they've become more emboldened and feel more safe doing what they're doing. And this should not be the case. They should not be safe disrespecting us. They should not be safe beating up on our women and children. Police officers should not have the right to shoot unarmed citizens in the street, such as has been happening these past few years. This should not be the case. So like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, everybody. It's high time that we wake up, realize what's going on. And this is not a call to arms, because in case someone gets offended, this is not me saying that we need to go attack white people. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying stand up against these cave beasts and race soldiers and white supremacist devils that feel the need, that feel that they have the right to subject us to harm and loss of life. Because I guarantee you, this is what they're doing. How many times? What will it take for us to realize this? I stated this before in the past video, that some of you are worried about the wrong thing. How is it that these young guys in the hood can talk about plotting on and jacking one another and stealing from and killing one another, but when it comes to standing up against these white supremacist terrorists, you're worried about warrants. You're worried about going to jail. It's a double standard. It's a form of self-hatred, and it needs to stop. So once again, everyone, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. And yay, this is a serious subject. It's a serious situation. I repeat once again, this is not an attack on all white people. I know it's not all white people. One thing I'm going to say this. Not all white supremacists are white also. We have some coons among us as well that need to be dealt with too. And not all police officers are race soldiers. But we do have some race soldiers that are police officers that are infiltrating the department. And they're giving the good officers a bad name. So once again, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. And as I've said before, God loves you, I love you, let's do life.